welcome to Direcast, Emmy-winning, Oscar-nominated, full of liars. Here at Direcast, our group of 6 caped crusaders play different RPGs, bringing you a new game and system every few weeks. This week we're playing Saturday Morning Breakfast Friends, a game based on Saturday morning hero cartoons that was so much fun to play. The creator themselves contacted us to see if we'd like to play it, and we enjoyed it so much we actually played it again. My name's Luki, and the question this week is, what superpower would you want? I would want telekinesis, because it's basically just the best superpower. You can just do everything. You can even make yourself fly, and you never have to get up to go and find the TV controls. What is the problem? That is my choice.
Hi, I'm Matt, and I'd like sensibly limited time travel. So like, I don't want to become like
Sensibly limited.
I don't want to get like Hiro Nakamura up in all this. I don't want to cause trouble for the universe.
Oh, yeah,
but I'd love to be able to like go back 24 hours. Not with the like cause to repeat. I basically just want to use it like Hermione Granger's time turner. I just want to be able to like attend multiple events in one day, because I'm constantly getting my diary like in a fuddle, and it really annoys me. So I'd like the ability to just kind of redo days so I can do all the possibilities.
Do you think a dyslexic wizard has ever made a Tim Turner that's just like a small roundabout?
But then you'd just be like, you'd look like you were aging at an accelerated rate.
Yes, but you know what? That's fine. I'll live with it. I'll work. I'll meet up with somebody who can fix that. We're superheroes, right? This is fantasy world. Move on.
Yeah, true.
Don't make me think about my impending
I may have
mortality.
a solution for you later, Matt.
Ooh.
Oh, thank you, friend.
It's alcohol.
Alcohol. Technically, alcohol is a solution.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Jacob, and as a superpower, well, I can't have telekinesis, so yeah, I'd probably go for pyro or hydrokinesis. I can't decide which one would be more useful.
One in each hand.
But then I just become Steam Man.
Steam Man.
Yes. Oh my god, Jacob as Steam Man.
Which is great if I'm at like a really
train
old-timey
station.
train station, but
Or a sauna.
or if I need to put the kettle on. That is
Yeah.
actually no. Steam Man would be the most British superhero.
Yeah, you'd be Jacob.
Put
You
cups of
sound
tea on and be reflexively colonialist. So
His catchphrase would be, "Time to put the kettle on."
and then he'd burn you alive.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
anyone
Or-
for sprouts.
Because steam power's just fantastic.
Oh God!
That's not going to make sense because this happens before the episode.
Oh, it's about
But
to
I
make
love it.
sense. Oh God, it's about to make sense.
It's a secret hint for later.
Yeah,
Hint,
and that brings
hint.
us to
Yeah.
Helen.
Hi, I'm Helen, and if I could have a superpower, I'd want to be just a little bit more lucky, you know? Just to, like, the sort of when you nearly drop something and then catch it last minute.
Yeah. Like,
Get
like
all the
Domino.
little things.
Yeah, and then the ability to, like, share that with people. So someone's having a bad day, you can just make them a little bit lucky and they can find, like, a £5 note on the floor.
That is such a wholesome superpower. I love that.
Hello there, my name is Peter, and if I were to have a superpower, it would be shape-shifting, because I want to walk into a changing room as myself and come out as an NBA player, and then just put the small shirt or medium-sized shirt down onto the counter and just say, "This didn't fit me," and then walk out again. And also, I spend way too much time in character creators, and I feel like it would be a lot of fun to just sort of go up my body all morning. So,
Like, in the morning, you do a character creation on yourself.
oh yeah, basically, yeah.
And H.
Hi, I'm H, and a lot of good superpowers have already been mentioned. Flying would be pretty cool, therefore telekinesis is pretty cool, but I think I would like to be a necromancer.
So you could keep raising Matt from the dead every time he inadvertently kills himself by living the same day a million times.
Exactly. So you'd be like under my thrall or whatever, but I mean, you'd be alive, kinda.
I mean, like, you know, so long as you can, you know, when you resurrect me, you can kind of wipe off a bit of the wrinkles and keep me looking relatively presentable, I'm fine with that.
Oh, like halt the decomposition. I'm not sure I can guarantee much else.
I was going to say, you're just going to get wizened and even older and
This
just
is going to be
crumble
turning
away.
into some Death Becomes Her shit, and that movie's
Yeah, but then,
Oh,
but then I
that's
can
it.
use my powers of telekinesis to, like, reform your cells.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
then
can
just
like repair
a little
you,
bit
sell
of
you
blood.
it.
Look, I can get you more time. What else do you want? Every hero
Yeah.
just wants more time. We're here for such a blink of an eye, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can stand by looking a bit like David Blaine.
Okay, now that we're all powered up, let's get to it. So this game is like, you know when you would watch cartoons as a child on a Saturday morning, of like X-Men and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and all of that,
Yeah.
Power Rangers, yeah, where they were like a heroic team and they had to fight the evil person who they never quite managed to fully defeat, and they were always back the next week with another scheme. It's like that.
Good times.
Yeah.
It was suggested by one of our lovely listeners, whose name I've forgotten, but we'll put that in the intro. Because they actually made it. So,
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah, that's so cool.
So basically, I sent all of you some prompts that you had to answer. They had to answer the questions: what is something a child would find impressive? Describe your hero in exactly 3 words. What is something fantastic or terrible? And if you opened a themed restaurant, what would it be based on? And you all gave me wonderfully insane replies.
Okay.
So now, I have randomly mixed them up using a random number generator. If we were in person, we'd have written those on pieces of paper and shuffled them and handed them out. But we're not in person, and my arms aren't that long. So, more's the pity. So I have randomly assigned them to each of you. I'm now going to be posting them in the chat. So quickly, what you do with these is you then randomly assign them to A, you are particularly skilled at, B,
Okay.
your most defining trait is, C, your major goal or driving force is, and D, your aesthetic is.
Ooh,
Okay.
Okay, that's fun.
So I'm going to lock in. Right.
Right, read them out. What have you got?
Well, I have the option of soup, chess, opening really tight jars, and creative, charismatic, courageous. So, already, I've got what is known as I've got a little bit of a conundrum on my hands.
So I'm going to suggest we let you work those out while I distribute the other ones, and then we'll...
Yes, I'm
That's a
going
good
to
go
idea.
through
Then
them.
we can
So
revisit.
now, here comes
Yeah.
Matt.
All right, I have Robin Hood, nuclear power, tall, strong himbo, and evocative anarchist sweeper. Oh my lord, I'm so happy with that.
That's fantastic. That's really good.
So the next is H.
What do I get? Is it soup? Oh, cheese! So I've got cheese, a car
Yep.
with really big wheels, Tony Hawk's, who I guess is different to Tony Hawk, the skater, and excitable bifocals polymath. Excitable bifocals polymath.
I like Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt's ones were really easy to pick out. Helen, these are yours.
A really cool stick. Seeing the Milky Way properly for the first time after living in a city your whole life. The whole universe. So much beauty. It had always been hidden from you.
Oh,
Someone's been listening to Night Vale.
I know.
Volcanoes. Steam power. It really is
Matt.
fantastic.
I like steam power as well.
And then Jacob, finally.
oh these are
Aha. My are a hedonistic Roman party palace, blue hair, fast scary acrobat, and very neat handwriting.
So, you've all got your kind of components, if we can call them that. And now, so you need to use those to build your character. While you guys are working that out, the other questions I asked them were something people are afraid of and a difficult job to have, and we used that to generate our villain. I got some fun answers to that, but the basically the villain's name is something people are afraid of plus difficult job to have. So what I've gone with is Death Lollypop Lady. That is death as in dying. She's the
Okay.
Lollipop Lady of Death. And we also had other questions which were nouns and adjectives that I've used to generate the story of the week. So the plot is the villain has stolen the impressive adjective noun and intends to use it to verb the noun.
Verb the noun.
Ooh, she's gonna verb that noun.
I love it when an entity of indeterminate gender, age, weight, on societal expectations verbs a noun.
So is anyone ready?
I have mine.
Okay, what's your name, Peter?
Oh, I'll give you my introduction. They are called Great Grandmaster Basil.
Oh my god.
They are particularly skilled at chess, and so much so that it has now affected the real world. They can use maneuvers. They call out random chess.
No.
They call out chess maneuvers.
Oh god.
Like knight to e4.
En passant.
Yes, and the French maneuver.
And then the French will maneuver.
Yes, and he can then maneuver a Frenchman at supersonic speeds. His major goal in life is to acquire as much soup as possible. He's just a big fan of soup. He works for soup. Some might even call him Superman, but those people are hacks. Traits: creative, charismatic, and courageous. He is all of those things. He is the amazing Great Grandmaster Basil, and his aesthetic is somebody who opens really tight jars. So he's just helpful all the time. He's always helpful.
And has, like, strong hands.
Yes.
Now, just so I'm clear, it's Great Grand Master Basil, not Great Grandma Sir Basil, right?
No, it is Great Grandmaster Basil.
Oh, I like Great Grandma Sir Basil.
Yeah.
I know, right?
I also do quite like that one, but I only have one grandma voice and I've already used it.
So...
I can do mine if you want to go down the list.
Yes, please, Matt.
Alright, so my character is going to be Lyle Loxley, aka Fusion Hood.
God.
So Fusion Hood used to be a nuclear researcher at some nuclear power plant or whatever. But then he had an accident with the nuclear power plant that led to him having extreme accuracy and the ability to kind of shoot a target at an extremely long distance and be very, very precise. And so he's taken on this kind of Robin Hood style alter ego that's a little bit anarchist. He's quite politically maverick. He doesn't really believe in authority. He doesn't just want to steal from the rich. He wants to kind of eradicate the idea of privilege. And he is very much a tall, strong himbo. And he's very aware of how attractive he is. So that is Fusion Hood.
Love it.
I can't think of a good name. Oh no, I haven't got a good name. I'm tempted to go
Describe
the really,
them
really
and
bad
then we'll
one.
help you.
Alright, so
tell us the
I
bad
haven't
one.
decided on a voice yet. So I'm particularly skilled at Tony Hawks, which is my hawk, who I throw at people as a weapon. It's a literal bird.
His name is Tony.
Tony. His name is Tony. So I'm particularly skilled at that, and that's like my only physical attribute. But I'm very, very easily recognised by the fact that I have a car with really big wheels, because my aesthetic is basically kind of Steve Irwin in the Outback, you know, four-wheel drive, very dusty, hawk on my shoulder, probably some very big glasses, bifocals, obviously, because my aesthetic is excitable bifocal polymath. I'm probably not smart as a look, though, so hey, what can you do? And my major goal in life is to make cheese. I think it's a dark art, and I just want to know how to do it, but here I am saving the world with Tony, so hey.
Aww. What's a good name for...
I mean, I was like, for a superhero name, I was feeling something like, the
Falconer.
The Falcon.
The Falconer.
I mean, that's the Falconer. Steelhawk, did you say? That sounds cool.
Steelhawk, Steel Falcon.
Cheesehawk.
I like Steelhawk. Yeah, you could be the Raptor as well.
The Raptor is so good.
But don't forget, I think this character is like, you know, I think this character is not like Steve Irwin, like, could wrestle a crocodile. This character will probably be like a toothpick for a crocodile. I think they're like super skinny and tiny, and like the kind of excitable polymath bifocals look is not a beefcake
they're more like the
one.
Professor X types.
Nature
So
bastard.
Nature bastard.
Featherweight.
Nature boy.
Featherweight!
Featherweight.
Featherweight. Yes.
Featherweight.
Genius. Thank
Well,
you,
we've
team.
hit gold there.
Featherweight and Tony the Hawk.
Hell yeah.
I was like, oh, could you do something with, you know, raptors having keen sight, and the fact they got the bifocals, excitable, keen sight, hawk, eye, shit.
Such is the nature of humanity that every now and then we recreate Hawkeye.
Yeah.
So it seems.
Helen!
I am Volcanica!
Oh, Christ.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I can feel the kawaii levels rising.
Yeah.
Is she a magical girl?
I get around everywhere using steam power, which is really fantastic.
Oh my god.
You're being
Because I
mocked.
just look like a volcano, because I'm Volcanica.
You look like a
So
volcano.
when you say you look like are you just like a little triangle of stone with like a flaming top?
That's my aesthetic. I'm most skilled at a really cool stick.
Sorry, a stick or a shtick?
I mean, the stick is her
Yes!
shtick, so...
That's true.
Yes.
So you have like
Well
a bow
done,
staff.
gang.
Oh man. Okay.
And my major groundbreaking goal and driving force is to end all existential dread.
I love it, Volcanica. And finally, Jacob.
Alright, again, I do not have a name for this guy,
We'll think of it.
but they look like kind of an avatar of Roman hedonism, think like Dionysus or Nero or something. The effect is ruined slightly by their bright blue hair, which is what people notice first about.
I actually almost always imagine Dionysus with like purpley blue hair.
Kind of grape colour.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I'm just imagining Dionysus as he appears in Hades, which
Yeah.
is fantastic.
Yeah.
And his major skill is so fast, scary acrobat. I've turned into like a daredevil, which I imagine is
Okay.
his kind of like drunken master type shenanigans.
Yeah.
So, as in, it is scary to watch because you're like, oh my god, he's going to get crushed by that falling crane. Wait, how did he teleport to Manhattan? Kind of.
May I suggest a name if you wanted one?
Go for it.
How do you feel about grapevine?
Oh,
Ooh.
that's a
Can
very
he swing
good start.
From a vine.
You don't have to stick with it. That's just first thing that
No,
like
we
came to
can't,
my head.
because
Other
he's a
options
man.
are available.
Ferment.
You could also do
Firmament.
So yeah, you're an acrobat as well, right? So you kind of
Yeah.
kind of like a
Oh,
daredevil
oh.
acrobat. Go on.
Something about tripping.
Tripwire.
Yeah, I see you.
That's his name. Something about.
Rise, because you don't fall.
Rise.
That's terrible, and I love it.
Your non-ego name could be Icarus or something.
Trip shot.
Sorry.
Sure.
Trick shot.
Trick
Trip
shot.
shot. Trip
Nice.
shot.
Trick shot. Yeah, yeah.
Trip
Nice.
shot. T-R-I-P.
I like it.
If we say it enough times, we'll get it.
Named after Trippy Shot, one of the best
Yes,
cartoons
exactly.
in Hades.
That's exactly where I got it from.
So we have Great Grandmaster Basil,
Great Grandmaster Basil.
I feel like you're the Professor X.
Fusion Hood, Featherweight with his sidekick Tony the Hawk,
Hell yeah.
Volcanica, and Trip Shot.
Thank you for
Let's go,
assuming my
team.
gender, because I wasn't sure where I was going with that, so I'm going to take it.
Oh, sorry.
No, that was a serious thank you for assuming my gender.
Very welcome.
What gender did you assume? I wasn't listening.
He's a
Him
guy.
pronouns were used.
He, him pronouns.
I need to point out that I've written as major goal. The major goal is very neat handwriting, which I'm interpreting as genuinely just like a very sloppy, untidy person, and genuinely quite a chaotic person. So he's
Just
just
wants
trying
to
to
get
get
this
some
one
control
thing
over his
right.
life. Yeah.
Let's practice
yeah.
our homework together.
Yay! That's the point. Are you all like adults or like... Volcanica sounds like a child. Volcanica sounds like...
I think she's just like a magical princess.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
She sounds like a volcano spirit.
Does she have
that was
like a
orphaned.
magical princess transformation?
Where she turns into a volcano.
Like
Yeah.
a dress that looks like a volcano.
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
I didn't watch very many Saturday morning cartoons because I spent my Saturdays at an ice rink.
Oh,
So
fun.
this is what I have in my head of every single female character
Yeah, you're not wrong.
in a cartoon.
Yeah.
You're also not wrong.
Combined
You're pretty
into
close.
one.
I watched a lot of Pokemon as a kid, so this is we know what side this is going to be based on.
So you need to come up with your team name.
Okay.
There are no instructions for this one. As a group, come up with something you can all live with. I'm also gonna suggest you need to come up with like a
guilt.
name for the city, and currently I'm just like verging on like City Town or Townsburg. Or
I like City Town.
City
Let's
Town.
go with that.
City Town.
Townsburg.
Yeah, I was going for
Townsville.
Townsville.
City.
so-
What about City Townsburg?
City Townsburg.
City Townsburg.
The city of Townsburg.
Can its mayor be called default username?
Mayor username is going to be...
Username's going to be really angry about this one, kids.
You hear about that new guy in town? Player 1?
It's Mayor Default.
Mayor
Default.
Default.
It's okay,
Yes.
we'll take him to see the stars.
Oh, should I do my bad Australian accent for this one?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
This
you
is the
happy.
time.
All right, this is the time. I'm going to be Australian now.
Okay. So
Nice.
what do you want your superhero group to be called?
Can we combine all of our names in like a really stupid way?
No.
Like
Great fusion hawk canica shot.
Hell yeah!
So you know, like the X-Men,
Yeah.
right? Or like it's always the Something Men, or the Watchmen, even though there are female team members. So maybe we flip that, and we're the Something Girls or the Something Women, even though most of us are male.
Have I actually become the token female character?
You have, yes.
You have.
Yeah, you actually have.
Well, the bad guy is Lollypop Lady.
This is true.
Derogatory comment about her appearance.
Yay! But you are also your kind of, what do you call it? You know, like the Professor X, the guy in charge of the Power Rangers, the
contact.
rat
Sensei.
dude
Yeah,
from-
you're
Like your mentor.
yeah, like your mentor slash handler.
Yeah.
She's-
In some circles, it would be called the animus of the world. However, I have a feeling they don't call it that in the Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh, Rat
No.
Sensei.
She's
Rat
not your.
sensei.
She's not a rat.
Not a rat.
well,
Rat
she's,
sensei is for turtles.
She's a retired superhero who's now heading up your league, or whatever you're called, and her normal name is Lady Elizabeth Hissinger, but her superhero name was Lizard Lady.
Ooh.
How do people feel about team positive outcome?
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
I just like team positive.
Positive
Yeah.
outlook for a positive outcome.
Yeah, team positive.
Team positive.
Team positive.
Team positive.
What's electrons carry a negative charge?
Oh,
Neutrons carry a neutral charge.
protons.
Protons.
Protons. Team Proton? Because
Okay,
we're always
Proton.
positive.
I do like where you're going because Team Proton does fully sound like a Saturday morning cartoon.
What about the Proton pals, the Proton...
Yeah.
Proton positive.
Proton Patrol. The Proton
Proton
Patrol.
Patrol! Yes!
Proton Patrol, I like that.
Proton Patrol.
Yes, Proton Patrol.
So, we know that we've got Death Lollypop Lady. As I'm actually going to call her Lollypop Lady of Death, I think is a better way of phrasing it.
Yeah. Lollipop Lady of Death.
I'm going to fight Lolly in a battle and win.
Crossroads Bones? No, that doesn't work. I'm going to shut up.
I kind of like that. Well, her minions were going to be lollipops.
Oh, yes. No, we'll go with that.
Okay.
So we have our place, we have a name, we have
Yeah.
our characters, and we have a villain.
So, you guys are all at Proton HQ, I guess we're calling it.
The
Which-
proton pad.
Yep.
Proton
Nucleus.
pad.
Oh,
The nucleus.
The
yeah.
nucleus, yes. The nucleus. So, what are you all doing at the nucleus? You've got, like, training areas, meeting rooms, chilling out places. You probably, like, live here if you want to. There's food, there's scientists to chat to.
I have stumbled out of my room, draped in my toga, half in my I've got kind of a bodysuit almost underneath.
You're wearing a onesie under your toga.
Yes, I'm wearing a onesie under my toga. I say it's a toga. It's a bed sheet. And my standard wake up routine to join the rest is a series of high wires, and I will put together a morning smoothie as I descend the high wires, full kind of aggressively dangerous mixology style. So I'm juggling knives and fruit, go full team fruit ninja with it.
Make it a Pims like in the adverts.
Yeah, pretty
If
much.
you're going to make a smoothie, you will find me in the kitchen admiring my reflection in the fridge.
I am also in the kitchen, and as you come in, I'm going to be like, "Good morning, sleepyhead. I'm making pancakes. Do you want some?"
Are you burning them horrifically?
Terribly.
Hey, Volcanica, take a look at this for a minute. Take a look. Like, which side do you reckon is better? If I do it like this, and then I do it like this, which side is better?
Like this.
This is great for an
So
audio
kind of
medium,
like-
guys.
Hang
Whichever
on.
catches the light least, I've already got a headache.
I'll be like, oh yeah, you whatever you say, Volcanica, and I'm gonna tap you, like go to tap you on the head, and then burn my hand. I'll never get used to that. Yeah, well, like
Is she like anger in the that picks Inside Out, in that her hair is fire and it emotes?
Her most commentary is the fact that she's just steam powered. So take of that what you will.
I can't work out if I'm imagining her as, like, made of metal, or, like, do you remember that pre-film Pixar cartoon that was, like, the two volcanoes who fell in love?
That's kind of, I'm seeing like that on a really small scale with
Yeah.
like tiny little legs
Tiny
coming
little
up.
Yeah,
above
tiny
it.
little legs coming out.
Aww. Please, someone draw
I
this.
love you.
And so,
Lava.
H, where is
Oh, that's
Featherweight
terrible.
and Tony the Hawk?
Alright, so I am, I think, actually, I'm right behind Matt's character, whose name I've just forgotten.
Lyle
well, you can
Moxley.
call me Lyle, but
It's Fusion Hood.
my hero name is Fusion Hood.
I'm actually behind Matt's character, but you didn't notice me? You didn't notice me because I'm about like 5'6" or something.
Ah!
And I'm just drinking a black coffee. I'm there in my, like, I've gone South African. Fuck it.
Just go South African.
No, I'm going to be incredibly posh, I think. No, this will be easier to maintain.
The terrible
Proper
dialectic
U-turn.
dimorphism.
Oh my god.
We're really suffering.
That's alright,
tonight.
this happens every morning.
Maybe part of your powers is that you have regional dialectic dimorphism.
Yes.
I think it might
Sorry,
be.
H, go
Right,
on.
so I'm actually standing right behind Matt's character, but you didn't see me because I'm incredibly tiny. Stick thin. I'm drinking a black coffee, wearing a tartan dressing gown and boxers, and looking incredibly dishevelled. And there's a hawk on top
And
of my head.
Tony is of course on your shoulder, also wearing a tartan dressing gown and boxers.
He's actually on my head.
And drinking a black coffee.
Yes, he has a miniature black coffee held in one taloned claw. And we both just look like that university student who has had far too many the night before and has to go to a lecture and is in the kitchen in the morning and shouldn't be seen by the public, but has been anyway.
Rise and shine, you two.
And as you are all standing there chatting, a flashing light appears overhead and a signal starts going off. Alert! Alert!
It's the
Emergency!
Proton
All members of
it's
Proton
too
Patrol,
early for
please
this.
report to the briefing room.
Let's go, team.
Dude, hang on, we're waiting. Where's Basil?
Oh yeah, where is Basil?
Basil is in the training room practicing the Catalan defense. Ow! Right, I'm good.
He got beaten
I'm gonna
up by a
do like
punching
the
bag.
kind of the Johnny Bravo thing is where he kind of levels his finger guns. I'm just gonna be like, you guys to the briefing room. I'll go get Basil.
I'll bring him some pancakes.
Make that double.
Burned
They're
pancakes.
so
Yeah.
burned. And they're somehow also raw on the inside.
I will just wait a few seconds till everyone's gone and I'm going to go, oh, be brave, Trip Shot, be brave, be brave. And I switch to Blender on for 30 seconds. I just,
Please report to the bar!
I'll go to the training room and I'll just be like, hey Basil, hello. Yep, watch where you're swinging that thing.
He's standing there he is this enormous muscled man in a like checkered onesie.
How muscled? Like very muscled.
Oh, extremely muscled. As in
Oh, I didn't realize there was another fit man.
you could
in,
I have
How
so
dare
many
they.
muscles you could actually play a small game of chess upon my abdominal muscles.
Well, yeah, but your muscles are just like for show, right? Mine.
He
are
has a
actually,
24
like,
pack. I hear he's ripped.
Yeah, he's not got it. That's a lie. He's not got bigger
unnatural, I
muscles
tell
than
you.
me. It's unnatural. Like that's just for show.
I have mastered the
Google how
styles of
many
the
squares on a
Benko's opening, the Philidor
By
defense, the Queen's gambit, the more references, the internet connectivity issues.
You've had so long to look these up.
I have it. Yes, I have. I have a list. Aha.
Aha!
Aha!
Chess is for nerds.
And then say that to my fists, and he's going to...
So here we have our classic team leader and foil.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, which one of you is the team leader and which one's the...
I'm definitely not the team leader.
They both think they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
Yes.
Basil is actually the team leader, and I feel like I should be, but I'm definitely not.
I get paid
Aw.
hourly rates. I don't know if anybody else is salaried. Right, to the meeting room. And then
I
he'll...
get room and board.
You do get paid, you just don't understand how bank accounts work.
I'm a volcano.
I see the piece of geography has left me some lovely pancakes. I will consume them with my great masticating face.
So you enter the briefing room, which is it's a sleek, underground, secure room with big screens on the walls. It's got one of those like see-through glass tables and very uncomfortable metal seats that are meant to make you concentrate. Standing at the head of the table is what? Why do you
Seats,
know?
that was all. That was just
Yeah.
the seats. Memory of the seats.
Great fear of
Continue.
uncomfortable seating.
don't worry, H is just having ergonomic flashbacks.
Carry on, I didn't mean to interrupt you with my ergonomic distress.
Oh, lordy.
Keep your comments to yourself, Time Lord.
Great Grandmaster Basil sits in his chair and there's sort of a pop sound as he fills it entirely.
Standing at the head of the table is a middle-aged woman. She's got kind of like Helen Mirren vibes. She's very elegant and regal looking. She's wearing a very classy skirt, or, office skirt and blazer get out, but it's patterned to look like green lizard skin. Her skin has like a tiny tinge of green. Ooh, are you imagining it? No. Well, maybe. No, she's normal. No, is she a little bit green? Ooh, no, she must just be normal. And she's got
I can't judge.
she's got
You really can't.
a sensible short blonde bob and
As
keen
opposed to one of
eyes.
those nonsensible ones. They're
Yeah, one of
very-
those like outrageous
uncouth.
blonde bobs. I've seen an outrageous blonde bob.
Oh, don't boast about it.
He's quite a
And
pleasant chap, actually.
He likes to be called Robert.
I was thinking that.
And she... Shut up, guys. And she is, like, standing at the head of the table, like, wrapping her fingers on the table, waiting for you all to arrive. As the... Alert! Emergency! All members of Proton Patrol, please report to the briefing room. Blares overhead.
We're here.
Call your jets, Gecko
Tapping
Girl.
the
We're
table
here already.
with one hand and watching a watch with the other. And have you all arrived now?
Oh yeah, I have arrived.
We're here.
Tripshot has proceeded to sit down on one chair, lie on the next, and just press his temple against the cool metal, going,
Would you like some pancakes, Lady Lizard?
Without looking away from all of you, she reaches out the hand that was tapping and presses a button on the table and it stops the alert sound. She looks at her watch and then she says, Proton Patrol, it took you 3 minutes and 27 seconds to assemble here after the alarm went off. That is not exemplary.
That's a personal best! Well done, team!
Thank you, Volcanica.
I apologise. Next
You're
time I will be more
welcome.
vigilant in my toweling.
We'll do
Please
better
do
next
not
time.
bring food into the briefing room.
It was Volcanica.
Right.
noisy sounds of Tripshot desperately slurping his life smoothie.
We have had a message from Mayor Default. Something terrible has occurred.
Oh no!
Our old nemesis, Lollypop Lady of Death. Now, I want to remind you, before I
no.
say the next sentence, that the words I'm about to say were generated from you guys. I want you to remember this.
Oh, sweet Christmas.
Our old nemesis, the Lollypop Lady of Death, has stolen the infallible brick.
Oh no!
Oh
Jeepers.
no!
And
What will she
intends to
do
use
with
it to sequester the truth.
Wait, hang on a minute. Right, I'm gonna need somebody to translate that. What, sequester?
Ah, the metaphysical, the realm of the chess
You have-
master.
Is that the entire sentence?
That's
Just
the
want to
entire
clarify.
sentence.
Okay, so she wants to steal the infallible brick.
No, she's already stolen the infallible brick.
She's already stolen the infallible brick
She wants to
in
put it
order to
somewhere.
sequester the truth.
Yes. I don't really understand that bit. I know I look incredibly smart, but I'm not.
Yo, Brainbox!
This feels like something that's more up Volcanica's magmatic alley.
Chamber.
Oh,
You know, the whole
As
cosmic...
we all know, the infallible brick can be used to separate any two things, and she intends to use the infallible brick to build a wall around the city between truth and lies. She intends to fill the city with lies and keep the truth away.
No!
Oh, Tony, cover
It
your
does sound
hawkish ears.
inconvenient.
She's beginning at City Townsburg Media Tower with the midday news, attempting
Wait,
to
she's
force
gonna-
them to lie with the infallible brick.
Oh.
Well, then we're fine. That's no
Lying is
different from
bad.
usual.
We had an audit!
But this time they will be lying against their will, and not due to reasons.
I might
And
accidentally
that's
tell the
bad.
Potentially.
it's terrible. People might start questioning their place in the universe.
And if we destroy the faith in the media, then there's nowhere left to hide.
truth. Mayor Default has already been locked in their safe room
Oh,
to
okay.
keep themselves from being forced to tell lies to the public.
Oh no.
Good God, it's worse than I thought.
We believe
is
that the
shocking.
infallible brick may have already been used on some sections of the internet, such as 4chan and Twitter.
That's impossible.
Not the internet.
Not the brick. The brick was never
It's
intended for this
nowhere
purpose.
safe.
The brick was always intended to help us tell truth from lies, and to help us to swear that, every mayor is sworn in on the infallible brick.
What's to swear?
To make our promises.
If I remember correctly, the exact process is I promise I'll tell the truth or they'll hit me with this brick.
That is
Yes.
quite so,
It's an
yes.
ancient tradition, very time-honoured.
Yes.
It's become
so
all,
beautiful.
There's a
passion
lot of
fruit
blood
since
on
then.
that brick.
If you can dodge this brick, you can become mayor.
If you could dodge a brick, you could dodge a scandal.
So,
Okay, Gecko Girl, how long do we have before the 10 o'clock news? What time is it?
either call me Lady Hissinger or Lizard Lady.
You got it, Chief. What's the time?
The time now is 11:30.
Oh, damn it, we missed it.
We missed the 10 a.m. news.
It's the midday news, guys.
Wait. Oh, yeah, 10 happens twice in a day, doesn't it? Yes. My aesthetic is himbo, I'll remind
Midday
you.
news. I know the time difference is confusing for you.
We had a really late night up.
Hang on, so the little
really
hand
did.
and the big hand.
The clock, in fact, goes round twice.
I know, alright? I know that.
Half birthday. We had to celebrate.
We had to.
It was fun.
Oh, Lord. Well,
I remember in the wee small hours doing what I like to call the en passant to them.
listen,
Yes.
Proton Patrol. You have half an hour to get to the news station and stop the newscasters from telling lies. Quickly, suit up and get to the Proton Mobile.
Right.
I'm already dressed.
You wear clothes?
You just hear a popping sound as Great Grandmaster Basil pops himself out of his metal chair. Cool.
So, do any of you have super suits that you want to put on? Do you want to have a suiting up scene?
Yeah, I think we need a montage.
Yeah.
We go down the list.
Yeah.
So, cue the music. Alright, okay. So I'm gonna put on my super suit, which is basically, it's like an amalgamation of like a Robin Hood outfit, like not one of the stylish ones, one of like the 1930s kind of crenellations
tights
on a
kind of
tunic
vibe. Yeah.
sort of look, like Monsieur Hood look, with like, but then it has a massive like anonymous style hood as well, and then I have a quiver of nuclear arrows, and my shirt is too tight to accentuate my amazing pecs.
By contrast, my suited up form is kind of indistinct. Again, I've got a kind of a bodysuit on. I have like a headband styled after a laurel wreath, which can accentuate or deafen my senses as required to make them more manageable, make me spot incoming threats. And my toga can also double as kind of a cloth energy shield. Think like what the Border tribe uses in Wakanda.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it flares up as a shield in the style of a Roman scutum, and I can drink from a gourd, which will like empower and make me faster and stronger and shit, but has fairly nasty side effects once it comes back. So very much like Asterix, like the Asterix super potion, but with a backlash, a nasty crash afterwards.
Cool. I like it.
When you said can like enlighten or deaden your senses, I thought you just meant you put it on backwards and it covered your ears by accident.
I mean, that's probably how it started.
Fair enough.
Lordy. H,
me. Okay, so I'm just wearing khaki-coloured shorts and a khaki-coloured shirt with some binoculars around my neck and some clunky boots on, so my little skinny pale legs stick out the bottom in between the big boots and the stupid shorts, and I've got a hawk on my shoulder.
And he's also wearing khaki shorts.
I think actually no, the hawk has like ultra night vision goggles on and like body armor. And don't ask how it works because he's a hawk, but he's like the superhero and I'm just like the hawk handler.
Yeah, so like he's the member of the team.
So I think the montage is you just see Tony getting ready and like snapping on his goggles and like preening his feathers and like having like servant sparrows put on his armor as he like reaches his wings out, and then it just like scoots over to Featherweight just on the bed like trying to get a sock on and like falling off the mattress.
Trying to find his falconry glove.
Exactly.
May I suggest that Tony's goggles actually also have like a live camera feed?
Oh yes, absolutely. Ooh, yes, we go to like Hawk Vision,
you could get
it's like
a hawk's eye view.
Streamed to Twitch.
And I have that on like a little tablet, so I'm just like, it looks like I'm flying a drone, but I'm just looking at where Tony is.
Basil?
Hello.
Basil?
I am dressed. I am dressed.
Thank God.
Good.
Hello.
Thank God.
Hello.
You don't want that again. That scared the children. I had to apologise on BBC Breakfast.
And as I said in my apology, I was not naked. I was covered in a very thin layer of goose fat.
You were swimming the channel at the time.
Yes. In fact...
Showing off is what you were doing.
The thing about goose fat is you're the same speed in water as you are on land. So,
And you taste delicious on roast potatoes.
yes.
And you're very, very angry.
So his superheroine costume is he's got like a really big like bishop in the middle of what is essentially just a big latex bodysuit, and it's white and black checkered. And then his gloves, one of them is white, one of them is black, and they've got sort of the rook heads.
Ooh.
Nice.
Sort of like a cuff. I don't know what that bit would be.
This is hurting my mind's eyeballs.
Maybe almost like a knuckle duster?
Yeah, like the trellis bit.
She got like, trellis crenellation knuckle duster type effect.
Oh, well, no, this was going to be like round the wrists, kind of. I was going to call it a
trim,
wrist flare. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Do you mean a cuff?
Yes. He's got...
Or a bracelet?
Yes, it sort of looks like his gloves are also massive bracelets.
Yeah, that's a cuff.
Yeah.
And he has a very, very smooth, quite round face. And...
Helmet, or...
it's sort of indistinguishable from a helmet. Oh, he's wearing a crown that sort of gently floats above his head. And he does have short, like, quite very, very short black hair, which from behind makes him look a bit like a furry bowling ball.
Snazzy. And then Volcanica.
So she doesn't have to get changed, but she does have her magical girl transformation.
Yes!
So she starts spinning on the spot, and a puff of, like, just so much impossibly strong amount of, like, light that is also just pink and glitter just kind of exudes from all around her as she is spinning around, and there's glitter and flowers, and she starts glowing, and she throws her hair back, and in the background, throws her head back, and just there's a mysterious voice just saying, "See the people. So much beauty hidden from you no more." And then she spins one last time, and a really cool stick has appeared in her hand. That's the only change. No! It looks different to everyone who looks at it, it's just whatever they think a really cool stick looks like.
Oh my god.
And she goes, yeah!
Okay, so to the Proton Mobile. Now, presumably it's a steam-powered Proton Mobile, since Volcanica
With really big wheels.
with really big wheels.
It really is fantastic!
I'm a rogue. I'd like to ride my motorcycle alongside.
But
the,
my wheels.
It's like a motorcycle and sidecar, but the sidecar is really big.
Let's go, team!
Oh, okay, so you hop into the Proton Mobile. What does it look like? Does it look like a car or a van, or is it just like?
I'm seeing the mystery machine.
I am
know.
kind of, yeah. It can. I mean, you could say it could fly. You could say it could go burrow under the ground, or
I'm picturing a... Oh, bugger. What are the... monster truck?
Yeah,
the thing
monster
with big wheels.
trucks.
Yes,
Monster truck.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
So it's a
yes.
steam powered. So it's a steam. It's like if someone took a train and converted it into.
Steam-powered monster truck!
If someone took a steam
God.
train and converted it into a monster truck.
Yes.
Oh my god!
That's
yes.
so cool. So
Yeah.
you hop into the steam-powered monster truck. What colour is it?
Pink.
Pink. It's got to be
Bright
pink.
pink.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah,
It's
okay.
pink.
Yeah.
And you
bright
hop
pink.
into the bright pink steam-powered monster truck, which is on one of those like riseable platforms, and you all buckle yourselves in, and it rises, and you just sort of pop out in the middle of a crossroads where all of the lights happen to be red at that moment, and you gun it
That's great.
towards the what do I call it? The city.
To the media tower!
The City Townsburg
Yes.
Media Tower, which looks like a giant microphone.
Magnificent.
Wonderful.
Now, we should actually do some rolls at some point.
Wait,
Yes.
there's dice?
What dice do we
What-
need
what
for
dice
this
do we
game?
need?
So, you need d10s.
Oh.
D10.
Oh no.
9:15.
I'm going to read out the resolution mechanics. Hold on.
How about a d6 and I just squint?
No. This system uses a d10 for all conflict resolutions. So there is a single number associated with each player character. Your number is your only stat, and for all of you, it starts at 8. So currently, your stat is 8.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I need to write that down.
It's similar to Honey Heist and Lasers and Feelings in that you're either trying to roll over or under your number. If you want to do something that is categorized as daring heroics, you have to roll over your current number.
And we all start with 8.
You will
So
start with
it's
8.
start
And
with
if you
8.
want to do something that is a teachable moment, you have to roll under your number. And every time you fail at daring heroics, your number decreases by 1.
Ha.
And every time you fail at daring heroics, I roll something on the mishap table, which has some
Excellent.
Nice.
very fun options.
Just a quick question. What would you define as a teachable moment?
So I'm seeing it as it's similar to Lasers and Feelings in that daring heroics is, kicking ass, doing some driving tricks, doing something crazy,
Yeah,
risking
yeah.
your life. And a teachable moment is like something feelings-wise, something intelligent.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
almost
see, I was
like...
very much like, we shouldn't lie. Lying is bad.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think
too.
that would count. Yeah.
Like morals for small children.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
yeah.
It's like
So
looks
here's
to
the thing:
camera and
if
says
your
stealing's
number
wrong.
if your number gets to 1, then you are dramatically removed from play.
Oh, really?
So
Oh,
if
no.
you want to stop your number from getting to 1, if you're getting too close, at any time, a player may increase their number by giving a short after-school special PSA relating to their current situation. You may
Yes.
increase that number by 2
That's so
if you
good.
turn your chair around and sit on it backwards.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's amazing. It's
I
such
know.
a pity it's
That
not going
is-
to translate to an audio medium.
I know,
No,
but
I
you
know.
can say
But
you turn
it's
your
still
chair
nice
around.
to know.
Yeah.
I've got to remember that mechanic though. It's like in
I'm
Honey
going to get
Heist
a
where we
different
kept
chair
forgetting.
because I've got an officey chair that you can't really stick your legs around.
Yeah, I don't actually. Please do not actually turn your chair around and sit on it backwards. That's going to be hell for like the audio balance. But but
I
you
will
can say that you do
persevere.
it. So in that vein, who is driving the Proton Patrol mobile? And also, Matt, do you have a separate?
No,
motorbike?
I think actually I will be. Now it sounds so awesome. I actually want to be aboard the.
So who's
Proton
driving the
Mobile.
Proton mobile?
I like to imagine that, like, in the back of it or the middle of it, there's, like, a little, chute with, like, handles, and Volcanica is standing there and just steaming up and just, like,
You're working the boiler.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're the firepower.
Okay.
I'm happy to drive because I
But
did
I'm
say
not
my
steering.
defining trait is really big wheels.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, so in order to get to the City Townsburg Central Media Tower,
Yes.
you need to roll me a daring heroics because you've got to do some fancy driving.
Hell
I
yes.
guess
Get
for
across
mid-morning traffic.
the
Put my
busy
foot on the pedal
centre.
and burn some gas.
So I need you to roll
steam.
me a
Burn
d10.
some steam.
Steam.
I'm trying to be cool. That's a 4.
So that's a fail. So your stat goes down by 1, and I'm going to roll on the mishap table. Please look at the mishap table, by the way. It's hilarious.
Yeah, there's a lot
I
of
quite
words
like to
on
be
it.
surprised. I'm going to wait.
I was
and
going
see
to
what
say,
comes
me
up.
we
too.
shall be surprised.
Oh, I got a 7, which is breakdown in communication.
Oh no.
Left. If you take 7th and Vine, we can get there so much
know
faster.
Oh my God, yes,
What are you
you-
doing?
Better than any of you. I spend my life playing on Google Maps.
No, if we go on the freeway, we'll get caught in traffic. You know that.
Breakdown in communication. What's happened is, today, the City Townsburg Media Corp is broadcasting the midday news from City Town Hall. But
and we've gone
you've
to
gone in the
radio
wrong
station.
direction, and you're halfway to City Townsburg Media HQ, when suddenly Lady Lizards comes through on the Proton radio. Proton Patrol, come in!
Hello?
Yeah, we're here. You don't need
just
to be so
received-
loud.
Oh, Steve!
Ridiculous.
Yay!
We've just received word that the City Townsburg media crew is actually at City Townsburg Hall. Not,
Wait, what?
not their headquarters. You need to turn around and go the other way because Lollypop Lady of Death is closing in on them. And she sends you an interactive map that shows your little car going towards this big microphone, and in the other direction is the city seal and a picture of a giant lollipop with a skull
Okay.
and crossbones on it, getting closer and closer.
Oh no.
All right. Okay, Hawkman, we need to go through the city park. It's the quickest way. Hang a right up here. We'll go through the park. Just don't hit the fountain.
The squirrels.
Fuck the squirrels. Fuck the squirrels.
Oh no!
Isn't your hawk always thinking of squirrels?
Oh, Tony?
Yeah, Glasgow. I was going to suggest
You're right
that.
there, my dear.
Yeah, I'm fine, babe. I was going to suggest that Hawks and I run ahead while you bring the car around. You're just going to create a
Excellent
ruckus.
idea.
But then who drives the car?
Oh, no, you misunderstand.
I will drive the
Volcanica.
car.
Hawks, only Tony. I'm still driving.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Only
As
Tony
you
the
were.
Hawk. So, Tripshot and Tony the Hawk are gonna parkour their way. Well, Tony the Hawk is gonna fly.
Yep. He's just
Okay.
gonna leave. He's gonna fly off. Right.
Now, are you going to stop the car before Tripshot gets out the car?
Oh God, no!
Okay, cool.
That's not what Trip Shot's all about. I just press the button that's anti-child lock, so you hear the buttons go. And I go, off we go. Have fun.
So, how does Tripshot get out of the car?
Well, he catches his foot on the stairwell curb thing in front of the door and goes, "Ah!" But by sheer happenstance manages to tuck and roll out of the way and transfers that into forward momentum, so he just starts parkouring over, I like to think the road we're travelling along is one of those, it's a big, centre city bridge, but it's surrounded on all sides by tall tower blocks, residential tower blocks, so what I'm able to do is, run on a clothesline or a power line or something from the raised motorway to a building roof, and then just start parkouring and jumping from there. And it's equal parts cool running and then slipping up, and things become loose, and I catch onto clotheslines and kind of Spider-Man swing for a bit. That runs out, and I kind of drop into a big laundry hopper, spill out of that, going out of my way.
Okay, so I need you to roll Daring Heroics. So roll me a d10.
That is a 6.
Oh no.
So that's a fail, I'm afraid. So I get to roll another mishap.
So hard to succeed at the beginning, though.
It is.
I like it.
Okay, I've rolled 14, which is big body, small voice. I don't know what that's meant to be. I don't know what on earth that's meant to mean.
Big body, small voice.
Big body, small voice.
I mean, do you want to just re-roll until we...
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
roll
roll.
again.
I don't even know how that would.
Okay, I've got 18, which is back to square one. Okay,
Why'd you go in the sun?
You still here?
what happens is you parkour over, from the top of a roof onto, a raised street, and you're doing so well. Oh, it's going so damn well. But then you accidentally just kind of swan dive straight into a manhole that's been left open. And it happens to be one of the manholes that leads back to Proton Patrol HQ down a secret passage. So you suddenly find yourself sliding
You can check if the toaster's on.
all the way back to Proton Patrol HQ. And you slide out of this, like, flume exit right at Lady Lizard's feet. And she looks down at you and goes, "What are you doing back here?"
I just need to check something. And I'm going to run through to the kitchen, and then I'm going to radio in. Guys, I've got bad news and good news.
Okay.
No!
Bad news, I got lost. Good news, you
Okay.
did remember to switch the toaster off this time.
Oh, thank God. That's fine. Brilliant. Where's the bad news? That's brilliant.
So,
You're entirely relying on Tony now. That's the bad news.
I'll just mute you on the call and I'll be like, so what he's saying is we're back to normal, right? We can't depend on him in any way. This is just like every day.
yeah, you have, like, on all the screens around the building, there's, like, Tony Cam, which he's flying gracefully over the city towards City Hall, and you can see in the distance it's like a flying saucer, but it's the top of a lollipop.
It's a flying saucer,
Yeah,
literally.
but it's like shaped like a lollipop, but it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
And it's approaching Town Hall, and as it approaches, the long stem of the lollipop starts coming out of it.
Oh no!
It's very refreshing.
No! Time to steam
I do not
on.
think that is recyclable.
So one of the like Proton Patrol interns comes running up to you, Tripshot, and goes, "Lizard Lady says that you can take the bike, Tripshot, sir. It's over there, but you have to get back out there, sir."
Oh, fantastic. This day's coming up, Trippy. And I'm going to dive down to the bike and get it kick-started.
Is it a push bike?
Yeah, is it a motorbike? Is it a tricycle?
Wear a helmet, sucker.
I'm going to kick-start the bike. How can I make this Roman?
How can I make a bike?
That's my aesthetic.
There's a horse attached to it. Oh, it's like a bike, but it's a chariot. It's a chariot attached
It's
to
a
a
chariot.
motorbike. It's a motorbike, but you stand in a chariot.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds hilariously dangerous.
It really does.
It's the chariot bike.
It's like a Segway crossed with a motorbike, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of is, yeah. It's the motor chariot.
The worst of both worlds.
It's the kind of Segway invented by somebody with too much money and no regard for safety.
Yeah, Proton
Absolutely
Patrol.
my vehicle. Exactly my vehicle. Yeah, so
So,
I'm
yeah, there's
going
like a line of different motorbikes. You each have your own one, and this is by far the stupidest.
Yeah.
And you live with a literal volcano.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, like, a ramp comes down in front of you, and you gun it towards the exit, towards the light, and you zoom out and land on a road.
Magnificent. And yeah, so I shall gun it down the down the back streets.
Okay, so how are things going in the Proton Mobile?
I'm still sitting in the back with the map in hand, trying to get my bearing.
Okay.
Did we just pass the turning?
Oh
Now,
no!
Wait a minute,
okay,
like-
because you're using a map, I'm gonna say, Peter, roll a teachable moment. So you have to roll under your number
Right.
because you're being sensible.
Watch as I absolutely piss in my own eyes with this roll.
Oh, what a terrible phrase. Please never use that again.
I have absolutely dropped the pasta with this one. I am sorry. I am sorry, team. The lasagna has hit the bathtub. I rolled a 9.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
I
god!
told you we should have stayed on the freeway.
Hold on.
If you make one more wrong turn, I'm getting the subway.
I'm huffing and puffing and all steamed out.
Have you tried moving like a knight? Which is
Okay.
to say, forward a bit and then left or then right.
It's just power slide.
The good news is, I don't roll a mishap table if you fail a teachable moment. It's only if you fail a daring heroics. So you are going to get there, but by the time you get there, the lollipop stick, I guess the lollipop stick has connected like a what are they called when aeroplanes connect to the thingamajig?
Gangway?
Docking?
That big, like, squeegee tube.
What,
The creepy
fly-
tube.
Like the
flight
finger
hook.
thing.
Like boarding tunnel?
Yeah, like the boarding tunnel for an aeroplane. God.
Right, so it's docked with City Hall. Is
Thank you.
that what you're trying to
Yeah,
convey?
The lollipop has docked with City Hall, and people are running from the building, screaming. The fire department is outside. The police are there, and you rock up, and the police chief. Oh, what's his name? What kind of a dumbass name does this police chief have?
Inspector... Oh, no, it'd be Commissioner, probably, wouldn't it? If it's like a Saturday morning breakfast show.
Oh, yeah.
Commissioner...
I want to say Commissioner Gadget now, because you said Inspector.
Commissioner Gadget.
Commissioner Gadget.
Commissioner Gadget.
There, it's stuck now. Commissioner Gadget.
Commissioner Gadget.
Yo, Sprockets, how's it going?
Proton Patrol, you're here! We're incompetent and we don't know what to do!
Aha.
Lollypop Lady of Death has taken over City Hall. Mayor Default is already in the bunker underneath, but all of the newscasters have been taken prisoner in the Grand Ballroom, the one with the big chandelier.
Ah.
It's a
That
secret
sounds
tool
like-
that will help us later.
I'll make a note of that.
Chandelier du
Chekhov's
Chekhov.
chandelier.
Lyle will remember that.
Chekhov's
It
interior
also has a
decoration.
checkered floor like a giant chessboard.
Aha! My favourite
I'm gonna...
terrain.
May I clap the police chief on the shoulder and like kind of
And he
grasp him
falls
on
to the
shoulder?
floor because you're so strong.
Not another one.
I say
Commissioner
sorry about
Gadget.
that.
like this.
Oopsie daisy.
Listen, all right, okay, nobody panic. It's all right. Everybody stay calm. We're here now. It's good. I'm here. It's all gonna be fine. Team, ideas. Well, come on, don't leave me waiting. Ideas. I mean, I've got plenty, but
Friendship.
you know,
I have
the
a
power of
hawk.
friendship. That's great. We're gonna stick that one on the back burner, Volcanica. Brainbox, cocky man. What do you got for me?
Is that
Hello.
me? I know it's the glasses. Oh, sorry, that's you. Sorry.
No, I okay. Well,
All right, Basil, do you have something to say?
please. Oh, no, wait, I am Basil. Hello.
Jeez,
I know,
Yeah.
I know. I
guys.
get it all the time. I look exactly like a Basil should look.
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe that the path of most resistance, however, thinking steps ahead, is important. So, they have the brick. We need to get the brick back. We must find out who has the brick, and then sneak upon them and tie them up with an amount of rope that always works.
You're as clever as these glasses make me look.
LLD definitely has the infallible brick. We just need to go beat her up
This is a plan. I like that plan. Let's go with Volcanica's plan. I like the beating up.
with the power of friendship
We'll
and
we'll
a
beat her up
really cool
somehow.
stick.
All right, enough talk. Let's do this.
It looks like the fearless Proton Patrol has a big job ahead of them, clearing City Hall of the Lollipop Lady's minions and recovering the infallible brick. Tune in next week for more Saturday Morning Breakfast Friends. But until then, thank you for listening to Direcast. If you'd like to keep up to date with episodes and announcements, you can follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Direcast, and on Instagram at DirecastPod, and subscribe to us on your favourite podcatcher. And hey, if you enjoyed listening to us, maybe consider giving us a rating or review, or sharing us with a friend. We'd really love that. Direcast is Luki Slinn, Matt George Lovett, Jacob War, Helen, Peter Wellman, and H Folkmans. Our logo and banner art are by H Folkmans. The Direcast theme and Saturday Morning Breakfast Friends variation were composed and performed by Matt George Lovett. This episode was edited by Luki Slinn. This week we were playing Saturday Morning Breakfast Friends by The Unknowable, a link to which can be found in the episode description. And at least for this week, that's our Direcast.